The kettle boils for the third time this morning, a familiar sound in Arthur's quiet kitchen. Each boil is a marker of time, a testament to the long hours he's spent waiting. The steam rises, a fleeting cloud mirroring the uncertainty that hangs in the air. Arthur sits at his kitchen table, the worn wood smooth beneath his hands, watching steam fog the window. He traces patterns in the condensation, his mind drifting to the same questions that have occupied him for weeks. He's checked the postbox twice already today, the metal cold against his fingertips. Each trip is a small act of hope, quickly dashed by the emptiness within. He's hoping for an envelope from the Inland Revenue Service, the official sender of his anticipated tax refund. The crisp white paper would be a welcome sight, a symbol of promises kept. His tax refund is late, not just a few days but significantly overdue. The delay casts a long shadow over his already tight budget, adding to the weight of his worries. It's money he desperately needs for council tax, a bill that looms large on his kitchen table, a constant reminder of his financial obligations. And to fix his leaky roof before autumn arrives with its heavy rains. The thought of another winter with water damage fills him with dread. Each day without the refund brings new worry, a fresh wave of anxiety washing over him. Sleep becomes elusive, replaced by restless nights filled with calculations and concerns. Arthur and his daughter filed his return early, meticulously preparing the paperwork together, ensuring everything was accurate and complete. They spent hours double-checking every detail, line by line, leaving no room for error. They wanted to avoid any potential delays or complications. The online portal promised a refund in 21 days, a time frame that seemed reasonable and reassuring at the time. It's been 6 weeks now, far exceeding the promised time frame. The calendar pages turn, each one a stark reminder of the passing time and the unmet promise. Now his carefully laid plans are on hold, indefinitely postponed. The growing anxiety gnaws at him, a constant companion in his daily life. For seniors like Arthur, who've always played by the rules, diligently paying their taxes and contributing to society, this delay feels like a betrayal, a broken promise from an institution they've always trusted. It shakes their faith in the system. The refund is more than just money, it represents security and peace of mind. It's a safety net, a crucial buffer against rising costs and unexpected expenses, allowing him to maintain his independence and dignity. Arthur sips his tea, the warmth doing little to soothe his troubled thoughts. He's thinking about the calls he'll have to make to explain the late payments, the bills he can't pay without the promised refund. The weight of these decisions presses down on him. The weight isn't just about the money, it's about the erosion of trust and the feeling of being forgotten. It's about feeling powerless in a system that's supposed to protect him, a system that now seems indifferent to his plight. It's a frustrating and disheartening experience for someone who has always strived to do the right thing. The year is 2025, and many taxpayers are finding themselves in a frustrating situation, waiting and waiting for their tax refunds. What's behind the 2025 IRS delays? Why are so many people experiencing these holdups? It's not just one thing, but rather a complex mix of old problems, some of which have been plaguing the IRS for decades, combined with a series of new challenges that have emerged in recent years. This confluence of factors has created a perfect storm, leading to significant delays in processing tax returns and issuing refunds. At the heart of the issue is the fact that the IRS still relies on computer systems from the 1960s. These systems, while functional, are incredibly outdated. They've been patched and updated over the years, but fundamentally they are still operating on technology that is decades old. This makes them vulnerable to errors and inefficiencies. These outdated systems are prone to crashes and backlogs, which can significantly slow down the processing of tax returns. When the system goes down, everything grinds to a halt. Adding to the problem, new fraud detection algorithms, while intended to protect taxpayer dollars, flag a significantly higher number of returns for manual review. This can happen even for seemingly minor changes, such as a new pension or a slight adjustment to income. These flags trigger a manual review process, adding to the delays. Compounding these technological and procedural challenges, the IRS is also facing significant staffing shortages. With fewer employees available, too few people are left to handle the millions upon millions of tax returns that flood the system each year. This creates a bottleneck, further slowing down the process. To make matters even more complicated, recent tax law changes have added a layer of confusion for both taxpayers and IRS employees. The introduction of new credits and deductions requires extra scrutiny to ensure accuracy and prevent fraud. This increased scrutiny adds more time to the review process. In particular, seniors who are claiming these new credits are finding that their returns are more likely to be flagged for manual review, leading to further delays. The result of all these factors is a system that is under immense strain, struggling to keep up with the demands placed upon it. And caught in the middle are ordinary people like Arthur who are left waiting in limbo, unsure when they will receive their refunds. So, outdated tech struggling to keep up, increasingly aggressive fraud checks, a severe lack of adequate staffing, and a constant stream of new and complex rules, all collide to create a perfect storm of inefficiency and delay within the IRS. As a consequence, the entire process slows to a crawl, leaving taxpayers frustrated and anxious. And unfortunately, it's often the most vulnerable members of society, those who rely on their refunds to make ends meet, who end up paying the highest price for these delays. The consequences are very real for these individuals, and the wait for their refunds can drag on for weeks, or even months, creating significant financial hardship and uncertainty. Refund delays hit seniors hardest. Most retirees live on fixed incomes with little wiggle room for surprise expenses. The annual tax refund isn't extra. It's essential for things like insurance, repairs, or medical bills. Many seniors struggle with online systems and face long, exhausting waits on the phone. Scammers exploit this anxiety, posing as tax officials to steal money or information. The stress of a delayed refund can worsen health issues and force tough choices, like skipping medication or cutting back on food. For seniors, the delay isn't just a nuisance, it's a threat to their well-being. The ripple effects go far beyond a bank balance. It's about security, dignity, and peace of mind. Margaret, 82, knows the cost of these delays. Her refund was meant for a new armchair and taxi vouchers to get to hospital appointments. She filed early, but weeks turned into months with no money in sight. Calling the helpline led nowhere. Her old chair grew more uncomfortable. When hospital appointments came, she couldn't afford taxis and dreaded the bus. The delay forced her to borrow from her son, making her feel like a burden. Margaret's story is repeated across the country. Seniors waiting for refunds to cover basic needs. These aren't luxuries, they're essentials. The delay means independence lost, dignity eroded. For Margaret, every missed taxi is a reminder of a broken promise. The system's failure is personal, and she's not alone. It can be frustrating when you're expecting a tax refund and it doesn't arrive on time. But if your refund is late, remember you're not powerless. There are steps you can take to investigate and potentially expedite the process. Don't feel like you're at the mercy of the system. The first thing you'll want to do is gather your tax return. Make sure you have a copy readily available, whether it's a digital file or a physical document. You'll also need your national insurance number if you're in the UK, or your social security number if you're in the US. This is crucial for identification purposes when you contact the tax authorities. And of course, have the expected refund amount handy. Knowing the exact figure will help you verify any information you receive. Next, check the official tax website. This is your first port of call for information. Look for HMRC's website if you're in the UK or the IRS's Where's My Refund tool if you're in the US. These online tools are designed to give you real-time updates on the status of your refund. Use these tools to check for updates. They often provide explanations for any delays. If, after checking online, there's a problem or a long delay that's unexplained, it's time to take further action. In that case, call the helpline. But be strategic. Call early in the day to avoid peak hours and be ready for a wait. These lines can get very busy. When you get through, stay calm. It's important to be polite and clear. Provide your details accurately and ask for specifics about the delay. Don't just accept a vague answer, press for details. Crucially, keep detailed notes of every call. This is your record. Note the date, the agent's name, and a summary of what was said during the conversation. This documentation could be invaluable later. If weeks pass with no progress and you're still getting the runaround, it's time to escalate. Contact the Taxpayer Advocate Service in the US. This is an independent organization within the IRS that can help resolve tax problems. Or, if you're in the UK, file a formal complaint with HMRC. These services exist specifically to help those facing hardship due to tax-related issues. They are there to advocate on your behalf. Don't hesitate to use them if the delay is causing real financial strain. Remember, you have a right to a timely refund, and these services can help you assert that right. Persistence and thorough documentation are your best tools in navigating this process. Stay organized, keep pushing, and don't give up until you get the resolution you deserve. Most refunds do arrive, eventually. But hope isn't a plan. Prepare for a long wait. Review your budget and assume the refund won't come for months. Cut non-essentials, postpone big purchases, and find ways to save on groceries. If you owe a big bill, call the company and explain your situation. Most will work with you. Being proactive can prevent late fees and extra stress. Lean on your support network, not just for money but for emotional and practical help. Ask a friend for a ride or get help checking the refund portal. Don't suffer in silence, the delay isn't your fault. A little support can make a big difference. Take care of yourself while you wait. Protecting your money is crucial during uncertain times. Be skeptical of any message claiming to be from the IRS or HMRC. Official agencies never ask for personal info by email, text, or social media. Never click on suspicious links or answer threatening calls. Hang up and call the agency directly using the official number. Check your bank statements often for small, unfamiliar charges. Set up real-time alerts if your bank offers them. Stick to official sources for tax updates. Ignore rumors and social media gossip. If you need advice, go to trusted organizations like Citizens Advice or Age UK. Good information is your best defense against scams and stress. Stay vigilant and informed. The digital divide makes refund delays even harder for seniors. Many older people struggle with online tools or don't have internet access. Phone lines are jammed, creating a two-tier system, fast for the tech-savvy, slow for everyone else. The solution isn't just telling seniors to get online. Agencies must fund phone support and handle paper correspondence efficiently. In-person help at community centers and libraries is vital. Free computer classes and family support can help bridge the gap. Building digital confidence takes time, but it's increasingly essential. No one should be left behind by a system meant to serve all. Waiting for a refund is stressful, but it's not your fault. The delays are systemic, not personal. Be persistent with tax authorities. Use online tools, call if needed, and escalate if you're in hardship. Keep records of every interaction. Guard your finances. Budget carefully. Communicate with creditors and watch for scams. Focus on what you can control: your budget, your security, your support network. Don't let anxiety take over. Talk to people you trust and take breaks from checking for updates. Small acts of self-care help you stay resilient. The system may be slow, but you can protect yourself and your peace of mind. Be informed, be prepared, and be kind to yourself. The refund will come, but your well-being matters most.